Hi, you're watching Floyd Steinberg's YouTube channel. Vangoa sent me the Aerophone MAE 02 for review. This is an electronic woodwind instrument with a built-in synthesizer, which also can be used as a USB MIDI controller. So if you think that's interesting, please join me in this video. Here we go. Inside the box there's a carrying bag containing the instrument, a USB charging cable, a spare mouthpiece and the manual. There's also a neck strap for holding the instrument. On the back of the instrument you'll find a screen, some menu buttons, the strap mount, a pitch bend lever, a battery compartment and an audio jack. On the front there's a tiny speaker and the metal touch keys for playing the instrument. Using the menu buttons you can choose from 3 fingering styles: saxophone, flute and Erhu. You can also adjust blowing sensitivity, volume, pitch and reverb. So this is connected to the audio out port here with a 3.5mm audio jack. Okay, let's walk through all the sounds here, and the first one is the alto saxophone, and I'll use this opportunity to show you the reverb. So you can add any amount of reverb which is built into this, and let's listen to how that sounds. Here's no reverb with the saxophone. Okay, now let's go full reverb. It doesn't sound too bad. It's a stereo reverb, obviously. Let's keep it around the default value of 20 to 30, so it doesn't distract too much from the sampled sounds built into this instrument. Perhaps you've already noticed there is a strong auto vibrato built into some of these sounds, and you can't turn it off. I contacted Vangoa about this and he told me to press reset while restarting the instrument to turn it off, but it doesn't turn off. There are some instruments which will go full auto on you, and there's nothing you can do about this. Here's the next instrument, soprano saxophone. Please also note, on some sounds you can really distinctly hear when they're changing from one sample layer to the next one. It's pretty audible on the alto saxophone. Listen to this. So there, going from the D to the E, the tone gets much brighter all of a sudden. Also, the instruments aren't that expressive, so if you start playing a note and then apply a lot of pressure while you're already playing it, not much changes, in fact nothing changes. There's absolutely no reaction from the instrument in here. Next instrument, trumpet. Yeah, alright. French horn. Trombone. Violin. Electronic solo. Yeah, let's add some external reverb to this, shall we? Electronic Music 108. Whoa, what's that? Let's turn off the external reverb and listen to this. Electric flute. There's also a pitch bend lever here. You can use this to bend your notes a little bit. But unfortunately on my instrument you can't bend it upwards, only downwards. Bamboo flute. Yeah, once again, alto vibrato. Cucurbit flute. Oh. Suoma. I hope I'm pronouncing this somewhat correctly. Erhu. Panpipes. Pipa 1. Okay. Pipa. Interesting. That's a string instrument, obviously. Chinese Zither. Sanxian. Chinese Dulcimer. Harmonica. Accordion. Church organ. Clarinet. This is one of the few who actually reacts to breath pressure after you started playing the note. And there's also no auto vibrato here, so yay! Yeah, it still sounds kind of artificial, but it's usable. Flute. Yeah, auto vibrato. Brass. Synthetic strings. Let's add some reverb and delay to this. We're coming to an end here. Electronic guitar. Distortion guitar. Metal guitar. Okay. Oh wow. Ocarina. bottle blow. And strong main string. Oh yeah, that's a supersaw wave. We all love our supersaw waves. Electric main strings. Oh, now the synth sound, and I think those are best on this instrument. Once again, let's add some external reverb to this. Synthetic bass. Rock crystal. And that's it. We're back at the alto saxophone. Let's take a look at the capabilities of this as a MIDI controller. For this, I've connected the EWI to my computer with the USB port. This is USB MIDI, but there's one problem with this, as you can see here. This is going out to the right-hand side, and when you're trying to play like this, the cable will slightly get into your way. It's a little bit irritating, so it would have been better if the USB port had been on this side, or maybe on the other side of the instrument altogether. Okay, for this I've added the SWAM model Clarinet to this project here in Reaper. I've set this up to react to breath pressure, which is on CC11, on expression, growl, and formant. And then I've added a bit of Valhalla shimmer for that nice space. Let's listen now to the sounds. It's certainly not the best performance here, but you get an impression. It's quite usable as a MIDI controller. I only wish the USB port would have been on the other side. One more thing to take note of is this pitch bend here does not send MIDI for whatever reason, so you can't use that when using external MIDI instruments. So this doesn't do anything at all. Conclusion. Some of the sounds built into the Vangoa Aerophone MAE 02 are quite useful and are quite responsive and expressive, so it's not unthinkable to use them to play at home or in a band or with friends. However, there are a lot of sounds that make me wonder why they even bothered to put them on this instrument. And professional players won't like the auto vibrato, which is cooked into most of the sounds, with a few exceptions. Build quality is quite good. It's very solid and it doesn't bend, and all the buttons are clicky and responsive. I like that the battery is exchangeable, and using the buttons to set up the instruments is quick and easy. The screen is bright and sharp and easily readable, and having spare parts for the mouthpiece is a nice touch as well. I didn't like the position of the USB port, which can get in the way of your playing, and I'm not too fond of the quality of this pitch bend. broadband lever here. It's nice to have a built-in speaker, but if you want to play with friends or bandmates, you'll really want to connect an external speaker, which luckily is possible due to this audio jack here. The Vangoa Aerophone MAE 02 is available on Amazon, for example, for around $120, which is significantly more expensive than the beginner's model, which I reviewed a few months ago on this channel. It's up to you to decide if the better hardware is worth the money for you. Both instruments sound pretty much the same, but the Aerophone has 3 times the amount of sounds built in. Yeah, and that's it for today. If you think this was a good YouTube video, please do the YouTube thing. As always, thanks for watching, and see you again very, very soon. Bye bye.